According to AP News, iHeart Media says legal dispute with Drake was settled because, quote, it did nothing wrong.
Well, yep.
I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Short and
Yeah, we
sweet.
settled it because we didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It says here, Texas-based iHeart Media said it settled its legal dispute with Drake over Kendrick Lamar's diss track "Not Like Us" after demonstrating that, quote, it did nothing wrong. Drake alleged. No, we know what it alleged. Come on, man.
We can talk about what Drake
San
alleged.
Antonio-based iHeartMedia initially declined to comment on the settlement, which
Mm-hmm.
was revealed last week in court documents. The media company released an update statement on Saturday. Quote, in exchange for documents that showed iHeart did nothing wrong, Drake agreed to drop his petition. No payments were made by either one of us, the statement said. A representative for Drake disputed iHeart's statement Tuesday, saying the company, quote, has not provided a single document as of yet to Drake, let alone any information that showed they did nothing wrong. This back and forth is silly. Drake dropped the petition. We did nothing wrong. End of story. iHeartMedia said in a statement late Tuesday. In a court document filed Thursday in Bexar County, it's an interesting name. Yeah, in San Antonio. Antonios for Drake said the rapper and iHeartMedia, quote, reached an amicable resolution of the dispute, but did not offer any information. The dismissal Dave's about to say something. The dismissal of iHeartMedia from the petition was done, quote, with prejudice, meaning Drake would not be able to refile the petition against the company. A hearing on a motion by UMG's lawyers to dismiss Drake's petition has been set for Wednesday, but has changed to March 24th. According to the court records filed this week, Drake's petition in Texas also alleges UMG knew, quote, the song itself, as well as its accompanying album art and music video, attacked the character of one of UMG's most prominent artists, Drake, by falsely accusing him of being a sex offender. We knew that already. We know Kendrick is not named. It says that as well. On Tuesday, a judge overseeing the defamation lawsuit rejected a request from UMG to delay a pretrial hearing and put a pause on discovery, which is the exchange of evidence between the two sides. UMG has sought to delay until a judge could hear its request to dismiss the case. Drake's lawyers said in a statement that they were, quote, pleased with the court's decision to reject UMG's continued attempts to stall discovery, another clear sign that UMG cannot run from or bury the truth. UMG's lawyers did not immediately reply to a request for comment.
Interesting. So they settled. I'm
Well,
glad that.
and there's some lies being thrown around because one party is saying we gave evidence and everything is all good, and another party is saying no, you didn't. What are you talking about? You think iHeart doesn't want to say they gave Drake money?
It's possible. Might be NDAs in place, and they are allowed to control the narrative, and he probably can't.
Right.
That's possible.
What do you think this? What do you think this means for UMG? iHeart settling.
I think you don't have any bearing on what UMG does.
No.
No. The
Okay.
reason I think that is because UMG is in terms of Drake and what Drake has going on, UMG is the governing body. They're the ones with the power. I think sure they could totally settle with him if that's what they decide to do, but they hold all the cards, in my opinion. So they could really do whatever they want. They could drop him, which maybe that's his end game.
Some people believe that.
I could see that. It wouldn't be the first time Drake did something rebellious to spite the record label. a record label, not necessarily them, but I wouldn't
I
be
mean,
surprised
what
by
did he
that.
do before?
If you're reading this, it's too late.
Hmm.
Is an album, but it's technically a mixtape.
Okay.
That was done on purpose. When he was trying to live out his contract, whatever the terms were. So I could see him, I could see this. I mean, listen, I think sometimes maybe not I think sometimes people underestimate Drake in the sense that not necessarily Drake the man, but Drake is a machine on its own. Like, yes, the label is the one feeding the beast, but Drake has lawyers and Drake is not alone in this. All these decisions are not coming solely from Drake. So,
I wouldn't think that they were.
yeah, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying I think that people think that he's on an island on his own sometimes. It seems that way. Like he's like all of the things that he does is solely because of him. I don't think that's true. I think he's got people advising him on what to do. So it could be a maneuver. This whole thing could have been strategic and a maneuver to try to get from underneath UMG. And that's why I'm saying we don't know what UMG will do, because if they think it's a maneuver, they will maneuver right back. So I'm not really sure what direction things are gonna go in with UMG, but I'm curious to see it happen. Um, yeah, I don't I because they've also called a lot into question, and there are some people who are saying, "Hey, he could change, he could turn the industry upside down if these lawsuits have any legs." It doesn't seem like they do, but that alone i- is enough to rattle the cages of the record label and piss them off, really.
And I think that's all that he's going to accomplish. Even if he gets a ton of money and wins a lawsuit, I think all he's going to accomplish is pissing off UMG, which is going
Yeah.
to make whatever career he has left difficult. And why I say whatever career he has left, because I don't think Drake plans on retiring. Um, and if he's not retiring, whatever he does next, I think UMG will make difficult for him.
Yeah. I think they're going to make his
So
life miserable.
yeah, I mean, if you're gonna continue to make music, you're gonna have to deal with UMG at some point, and it's not it's not gonna take long for those for that time to come, especially because your used to be friend Lucian, his son is at the other label that you could go to,
Okay. Interesting.
or grandson, whatever it is, son or grandson, whoever, don't matter.
You know what I was thinking about when you said iHeart Media, and this is silly and a sidebar. I once worked for iHeart Media, and I remember.
Okay,
Oh, what were you going to say?
no, nothing. Go.
And I remember, again, this has nothing to do with Drake, but I remember when I first started at iHeartMedia, it didn't occur to me that, like, I never thought about this before. It wasn't the first media company I worked for, but I never thought about the fact that if you go into the directory, you'd see like talent names. So I go into the directory and I'm looking for something else, like completely like just doing my job.
Accounting,
Yeah,
HR.
I'm looking for like I don't know who, probably accounting or something like that. And I type a C, I don't know what name I was looking for, and Charlemagne the God pops up. And I'm like, I can email Charlemagne the God,
That'd be your last email,
which is why I didn't do it.
right?
Which is precisely why I did not do it.
Because then
Because
Charlemagne would have made your life hell.
he would have talked about me on air.
Oh, donkey of the day.
And you know what? Maybe I should have. maybe I should have shot my shot. You know, we'd be on the Black Effect Network right now.
Nah, hell no. You'd have got Donkey of the Day, and he'd have remembered your name forever.
That hearing
I can hear him now. Donkey of the Day. Donkey of the Day goes to a junior staffer at iHeart Radio who had the balls to email me some bullshit.
No, because I'm like Charlemagne. Charlemagne, like, why wouldn't you want to talk to Charlemagne the God? Just yeah, but I knew better. I mean, I I had been around my fair share of talent by that time. It was more of Charlemagne, do you have any jobs for me?
He'd have been right out of there. He'd have been like, yeah, take this trash out and yourself.
I think that was also the year I started podcasting too. But anyway,
Oh man,
so
what a journey that'd have been.
right.